Hey there, happy Tuesday, Houston. I'm KHOU 11 meteorologist Kim Castro. I'm going to give you an extended look at the weather forecast right now. We actually have a front that's passing through the area. You might not notice it though, because it's not going to be a big pattern shifting front. It's just going to drag in a little bit drier air and make for a slightly more comfortable afternoon with less humidity. Here's a look at the humidity map right now. You'll notice the dry air starting to sink into our far northern cities and counties, so Walker down to Montgomery. If you live in the Woodlands, maybe you're feeling some of this drier air, but not quite to Bush Airport just yet. In fact, as I take you through the afternoon and into the evening, the front's actually not going to do a whole lot as far as trying to get down to the coastline. It's just going to sit along the I-10 corridor. So if you do live in the Loop and the Beltway, you get the advantage of some of this drier air. However, if your work takes you down the Gulf Freeway, maybe you work in League City, you work in Galveston, I don't think you're going to see much of a drop in humidity for today. Hey, at least a little bit of a drop in temperatures though, because of the added cloud cover. Here's a live look outside right now. Let's have a check at temperatures for you. It's been a pretty mild start to the day. So for the lunch hour, we're at 77 degrees at Bush Intercontinental Airport. Down by 2 degrees, again because of the cloud cover, but you'll notice the dew points are still holding in the low 60s. A comfortable dew point should be in the 50s. So slowly but surely throughout the afternoon, we'll watch those numbers tumble, which will be nice. Right now, the breeze is out of the east-northeast at 12 miles an hour. You can see the flag there. So a nice breeze outside. Okay, let's take you to Galveston. This is Pleasure Pier, 78 degrees there. More humidity, the dew points higher, gets close to 70 for Galveston this afternoon. And so it actually feels a little bit warmer than it actually is. 78 degrees feels like 80 degrees. The breeze is coming in out of the north, so that'll be nice throughout the day. Your Tuesday planner looks like this. The high temperature for today makes it up to 82 degrees, so that's a significant drop from yesterday, about 5 degrees cooler. Mix of clouds and sunshine throughout the afternoon. I don't think you're going to see much of anything else, not even a sprinkle really for most of us with that front that's passing through here. Overnight temperatures look like this. Will be a couple degrees cooler than where we were this morning. I'm tracking mid-60s for most of us. Mostly clear sky, a nice fresh feel outside if you want to pencil in a morning walk for tomorrow. That's approved by me. 64 degrees in Copperfield, 64 for Hunters Creek, 64 also for Aldine Acres Homes, downtown 64 degrees, a little cooler for Tomball and for Cypress, 62 waking up tomorrow morning, and even cracking into the 50s for a couple of our far northern cities and counties like Huntsville, 59, down to Conroe, 59, Livingston, 58 degrees, but notice pretty warm along the coastline. That just always happens because there's added moisture along Galveston, and so for that reason we don't see a ton of fluctuation with the daytime high temperatures and the overnight lows. No rain for today, no rain for tomorrow. You'll notice it's a pretty quiet work week for us. And then we start to see our future track radar light up a little bit at least. 20% chance for some showers on your Saturday, and Sunday is a point of interest, of course, because it's Easter. 30% chance for showers then. So here's your forecast for Easter. A chance for some showers in the morning and in the afternoon. The high temperature is going to be 85 degrees, so it's warm. It's also going to be a little bit on the humid side. You'll notice the breeze coming in out of the south. Anytime we have a south breeze, it means wind's coming out of Galveston, so that's humid. 10 to 15 miles an hour. But you're not going to see a ton of rain accumulation this weekend. So here's a snapshot at Saturday, just a couple of sprinkles, maybe a trace amount of rain. And then as I take you through Sunday, you'll notice, yeah, we could all see some showers across southeast Texas, but we're on the really low end rain accumulation potential. So maybe 1/10 of an inch, 2/10, a quarter. The big bullseye of rain is well off to our north and pushing to the northeast. So the panhandle, if you're spending Easter Sunday and with family in Dallas, maybe you see a couple of heavier downpours there. But for the most part, a lot of this moisture pushing into Oklahoma and getting closer to the Great Lakes. So that's going to be our big kind of weather pattern that we track. It comes in this weekend. The front that I mentioned today is pretty inconsequential. It does drop humidity, but that's it. It's dropped humidity quite a bit in the Panhandle. For Dallas, getting down to Austin, dew points have fallen below 50, which is pristine. That is where you want to be. Dew points in the 30s for Tyler. That means the air is pretty dry. You're going to need lotion, chapstick. Houston's still in the 60s, like I mentioned. So that's we'll wait for that front to at least drop us into the 50s, and it's expected to do that briefly. So late today into early tomorrow, dew points get to that comfortable range, but I told you to pencil in those morning walks tomorrow and take advantage of it because it's going to be fleeting. We see humidity start to increase again as we head into Thursday and Friday, especially for this weekend with that south breeze coming in. So we'll see plenty more moisture after this front. That's because the dominant feature that we've had for the last 2 weeks and into this work week is this ridge of high pressure. So what happens when we have high pressure over us? Well, first of all, we get more of the atmosphere stacked up on top of us, and so that adds weight, pressure, and like a pressure cooker, it warms us up. So it keeps temperatures at center stage and it deflects showers away from us because it nudges the jet stream further north. So rain chances stay to our north and east at least through Friday, again until we see that cold front actually move into the area for Easter. Here's the Neighborhood Weather Network. Do you live in River Oaks? Maybe you are having lunch at Rice Military. Glen Cove Street right now, 75 degrees. We'll take you over to Cypress, and you'll notice temperatures are anywhere between the mid 70s to the upper 70s. 76 right now for Vineyard Court. A live look outside again shows pretty good thick clouds across the area. Your sunset time for today is 7:49, so the days are getting longer. It's another really nice day to go outside and enjoy a walk. Your high temperature, 82 degrees. Tomorrow, just a degree warmer. These two are pretty similar to each other. And then Thursday, we spike up a little bit more. So that high temperature makes it up to 87. We'll get even warmer on Friday before this. The holiday weekend does bring a shift. So we're in that ridge of high pressure right now, but we're keeping an eye on this upper level low that's going to start off in California on Friday and then swing closer to the Panhandle this weekend. By Sunday, 2 o'clock, that's where I'm stopping this future track. You'll notice the bulk of the energy is to our north, but we're still on the tail end of this front. And so the tension that this is going to create, so high pressure always tries to flow towards low pressure. Think of the atmosphere as a chemistry set that always wants to find equilibrium. So if there's an area with more pressure, it tries to even itself out with low pressure. So with high pressure being here, to even itself out, it pushes all of this Gulf air into Houston, and so that's going to increase our chances for rain too. But rain isn't all that bad. I know it's not great that it comes in for Easter because we're all planning our Easter egg hunts, but rain actually calms down the pollen, and it's been really high. Tree and grass pollen is high again for today. Weeds are moderate, at least the mold spores are low, so rain is going to be a welcome sight. Today's forecast in your neighborhood: East Houston, 80 degrees. Galena Park makes it up to 81. Again, today is a mixture of sun and clouds. Jersey Village 81, Cypress 81, and upper 70s for our northern cities and counties. So Brenham to Navasota, 79 degrees, Huntsville 77, and Livingston 78. Tomorrow's actually really similar to today, just fewer clouds and maybe a degree warmer because of that. So if you live in Copperfield or you're in Hunters Creek, you'll make it up to 82 degrees. West Chase 83, Bel Air 83. The Heights makes it up to 81 for tomorrow. So it'll be a beautiful day for any outdoor activity. Not tracking any rain again until the weekend. So from today all the way through your Friday, you'll be fine. One thing to note about tomorrow though, the wind is right back out of the south again, and it's going to be a little bit breezier tomorrow. So sustained wind is going to be at 10 to maybe 15 miles an hour, and then by the afternoon, winds start gusting to about 20. So keep that in mind. That might be something that makes you bring a hat or tie up your hair for those walks tomorrow afternoon. Okay, let's go through that 7-day forecast nice and slow. So today, low 80s, that same trend continues into tomorrow. We start to hike up temperatures as we go into Thursday. That high makes it up to 87 degrees, 90 by Friday. Don't worry, we have that nice front that is going to knock down temperatures and increase our rain chances for the weekend. So Saturday's rain chance isolated is 20%. That high makes it up to 85. Pretty similar temperature forecast for your Friday, 85, but a 30% chance for some shower activity. And once this front comes in, it will bring us an unstable weather pattern even into next week. We're tracking a 20% chance of showers on Monday. Check back in tomorrow and I'll have any updates with the future track models for this big Easter Day weekend.